Hey, how you doing? Okay, so something else that I wanted to talk about is my interest in football. So if you look at my Philly Eagles scrapbook playlist, I explain on there why I'm an Eagles fan, and I explain this in better detail. But so yeah, my dad was a football player, the first 9 years of my life I was under pressure to be a football player. My dad wanted me to be a football player, and he's always getting me in games and this, and I just couldn't understand it. Even if I went back in time, I couldn't teach myself to play football. I just didn't have. I was more into, like my mom cooking food and like things like just other things, animals. That's probably the biggest thing, and even even other things. I don't know, sex. Even actually, I started already being interested in sex at by age 6 and 7. I was already trying to get laid and everything. I just had other things on my mind. And but something that came with transitioning, you never know what's going to happen when you transition to a different gender. And when you arrive that in that other gender, like hormonally, you have different hormones. So now you have girl hormones, and it changes how you think, and it changes your drive, how you respond to things, and how like it changes many things that you didn't know it was going to change. So one of the things that happened, it made me more athletic, which is really trippy. I didn't see that coming. I got a baseball and a bat and went with my son to the park once, and I was like hitting the ball. I was like doing things I only wished I could have done when I was doing little league baseball growing up. And same with soccer. I got a soccer ball and I'm all kicking. I'm like, why am I so good at this? And then football is the same thing. The other day I went in, I'm like a natural quarterback, which is what I wanted to be when I was like, if you went back in time when I was like 6 and 7 and 5, probably not 5, probably more like 6 through 7, I wanted to be a quarterback. I used to actually practice in my backyard and everything. And now I'm like, I can actually do it. I'm like my first try, I like picked a spot on the grass way out there and I hit it my first try. Then I picked a tree and I hit it my first try. And I'm like, what? I can't believe how good I am at this. Just with that, I haven't even thrown a football in many, many years. But yeah, I just am really like, I spend a lot of my day learning about the Eagles and learning about football and imagining myself playing football with people and how I would duck and this and just like I love football. It's become one of my favorite things. So like the reasons are really interesting. It's not just because suddenly I'm athletic. Like, why would I choose football? I'm 6'3". You'd expect me to choose basketball, and I also fantasize about basketball. I like all sports. Really like basketball. I want to be good at basketball too. But one of the biggest motivators for me liking football is similar to when I liked heavy metal when I was like a teenager, because it was satanic, and they're like, oh, that's the devil's music, and just the rebellion of it was really exciting. This is the devil's music, and I'd listen to it and I'd be like, wow, that's the devil singing a song. That is so cool. And it's kind of the same thing. Transition female, the last thing you'd expect me to do is suddenly take an interest in football. I'm not even watching women's football. I'm watching the Eagles. I'm watching men's football, fantasizing playing football with men. And it's like, oh, no, you transition female. You're not supposed to do that. That's part of it. Just the mystery, like, what is she doing? And I picture all the transphobes saying, yeah, see, now that you've been transitioned for, going on a decade now you can, you're finally realizing that you like boy things. See how you like football? It's a boy thing and everything, and it's not even really true. Lots of girls like football. There's lots of, the NFL has many female fans. Even within the organizations, there's females running things and making decisions, and I mean, it's not even really true, but I like that. I like that it doesn't make sense, and I like that it's a boy thing, and yet I like it, and I just like all those things about it, and it's all connected. It's all why I'm into it. It's so fun, and I really enjoy it.